There are moments in history, moments so powerful that they change the fate of humanity forever, yet no one realizes the turning point when it actually happens. This is the story of one of those moments, the beginning of the end, written by Rome's own hands. Imagine it, an empire rising at the center of the world, a power that stood for 1,000 years, an unstoppable force shaped by its laws, its armies, its roads. But behind all that strength, there was an invisible backbone, money, the silver denarius. The heart of Rome, the breath of Rome, the power of Rome. The denarius was so trusted that people spoke of it not only in trade, but even in their prayers. That's how reliable it was. Until that trust was broken. Historians still search for the answer today. When did the first crack appear? Which emperor, in which moment, for what excuse, began hollowing out the currency? Maybe it was greed, maybe endless war expenses. Or perhaps one emperor whispering to himself, "No one will notice anyway." Whatever the reason, the result was always the same. Less silver, less value, less trust. The lifeblood of Rome was slowly turning into sludge, and the people became the first to break the silence. Merchants began weighing their coins. Soldiers questioned their pay. Farmers couldn't buy the same bread with the same money anymore. Rome was losing control of the very system it created, but instead of confronting the truth, its rulers tried to bury it. More coins were minted, with less silver each time. The denarius remained only in name, a ghost of what it used to be. And for an empire, nothing is deadlier than that, because a civilization doesn't die when it loses land. It dies when it loses trust. That mighty Rome fell into chaos in the blink of an eye. Between the years 235 and 284, the era historians call the crisis of the 3rd century, was in reality an economic collapse. 26 emperors claimed the throne. Most didn't last months. Cities rebelled, plagues spread, armies fractured, borders crumbled, and beneath all of it lay one undeniable truth. Money was no longer money. Rome panicked. They tried to freeze prices. They even issued the death penalty for anyone who disobeyed. But no law can fix a bad currency. Even Emperor Diocletian couldn't save it. And in the end, Rome was forced to admit its failure. The denarius was dead. They replaced it with the golden solidus. Strong, reliable, stable. But it was too late. The soul of the empire had already cracked. So why tell this story? Because this is not just Rome's story. It is the fate of civilizations. When money decays, society decays. When trust collapses, order collapses. And history has shouted this truth again and again. Weimar Germany, Zimbabwe, Venezuela. And today, many modern economies walk the same path. The coins and bills look the same, but value, it evaporates silently. Rome wasn't destroyed by wars. It wasn't destroyed by enemies. Rome was destroyed by the silent rot inside its money. And maybe that's why hearing this story today matters. History is a mirror of the future, but it doesn't show its truth to everyone. It whispers only to those who choose to listen. And on this channel, I will make those whispers loud enough for you to hear, because this is not just a story. This is the cycle of the world, and we are standing right in the middle of it.